lovelies. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday. November 7th, 2023. This is FlossTube episode number 3. I'm Stacy.
I'm Brian.
And this is... I don't know. Should we change the name of the channel to Thread the Needle Stitchery? Or keep it Stacy Stitches?
Comments. Tell us in
know.
the comments.
Should we change it or leave it? If you are new here, this is a channel about cross stitch, our little needle workshop, online needle workshop that is, your woodworking for the needle workshop, all my stitchy stuff. And if you aren't new here and you already subscribed, thank you so much. We're so glad that you're stopping by to see us again. This is Brian's second video, and this is the new format from now on. He just so happened to point out that we are twinsies today.
That's what happens when you own 16 gray t-shirts.
16 gray t-shirts, and you've been together for 25 years, and
right.
Sometimes we'll walk out of the house and all three of us are wearing the same colored shirt, which is pretty bad.
We stand out in the crowd. It's fine.
Or you easily find each other, for sure. So, yeah. So I've done quite a bit of stitching, some finishing.
I have not.
You haven't done any stitching.
No stitching or finishing.
That's not true.
I've made finishes.
You
haven't
finished cross stitch, but you've done finishing stuff.
I have.
Yeah. We've done a lot of, I don't want to say a lot, but we've done a lot of brainstorming for the retreat.
Trying.
I went to Stitch New England, the Stitch New England retreat, since our last chat. That was a lot of fun. But we'll get into it. So let's get into the stitching.
Crazy Lady was in the last retreat, right?
Yeah, we talked about Crazy Lady stitching retreat in the October video. Gotcha. So now we're in the October recap.
I've managed to do exactly 2 videos now. And they're already running together. So I apologize.
It's okay. It's like once you get to a certain age, everything runs. Time just is one continuous loop, right? Mm-hmm. So I did get some FFOs, some fabulously finished objects done. So let's get into those. This is a sorry, Kathy Haberman, who I'm sure doesn't watch me. Please excuse my sorry excuse for pumpkin.
I don't think it's sorry.
It's super flat.
It's a little squatty.
So this is the Philanthropic Pumpkin, which is from, I think, 2021. I've had this stitched for a long time. And if you were lucky enough to get one of these kits, because these were limited edition, I had a friend, Athena, get it for me when she was at, I think, Nashville Needlework Market, not Galleria.
It's the gravity impacted pumpkin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I didn't stuff it more. I just didn't. And then I think it was only supposed to be segmented in 6, and I segmented it into 4 or 8. I mean,
you don't have to worry about it rolling away.
No, but it's super cute. But the kit came with all this stuff, so it can't. So under here is a wire, which I wasn't really good at. Obviously sewing in to the pumpkin, but it's not going to get moved around a whole lot. And these pins were included in the kit. The bottom finishing fabric was included in the kit. This little ribbon, this twine. So it didn't turn out so bad. I despised putting on this trim. FYI. I probably won't do this again. Not like this anyway.
Yeah, the trim's a bit frilly.
And you know what else I did? I was being lazy and I didn't want to get out my sewing machine, so I hand sewed this. I didn't sew, so you have to you have to sew these 2 pieces of fabric together.
Nope.
To make like a pillow, and then you scrunch the pillow. Yeah, so I didn't mind the hand sewing part of it. I think I would do this again if I didn't have the 2 separate pieces of fabric. I don't know. We'll see. So I finished that. It's done. I don't have to look at it again. It'll go into the decorations, and then it'll get put away every fall. Which we have not been decorating.
We haven't decorated for fall. So
we haven't decorated since we decided we were moving because I don't want to go to the storage unit. And I also finished all of.
I can hold them.
That's a good point. We figured this out before that it's not backwards when we play it back. It's only backwards for us. The word.
See? I know.
So if you recall my last video, this was the one that I stitched and put the interfacing on the wrong side. So I put the interfacing on the front. So I had to restitch that. I restitched it and I finished it. I had to restitch this one too. I didn't do the interfacing on it. Or the reason I had to refinish that one is because the piece that I stitched it on was too small. So I wasn't going to be able to mount it on anything because it was too small. And then September. So these are all cottages of the month. Here, how about we all hold them up together? You have two hands, right?
I do.
So these are Country Cottage Needleworks cottages of the month. So I am completely done this series now. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I love stitching them. They're super fast, but I don't have to do anymore. I'm done. Done with those.
And this mounts to the wireframe thing that we showed.
The garden gate, yeah. And so that's one decoration I do have out. So November is up. I put that up today. We're 7 days into November, so at least I got that done.
So we have decorations out.
We have decorations from... I can't reach that. Can you reach that? We have decorations from... Yeah, because that's an FFO.
It is an FFO.
It's an FFO that I did all by myself. Oh, no. There we go. Sort of be. So, I decided that I was going to do the framing myself. Sort of. I bought the frame and I had to. Y'all, I tried to lace this thing and I decided I'm not doing that.
Lace.
Yeah, so
that's the pulling.
That's the lace the back of it to keep it tight. So I just used sticky board. And then I used sewing tape. It's like seamstress tape, all of the tape that I use is acid free, so it doesn't matter. So I just did it like I was doing a flat fold on a piece of cardboard and then stuck it in this frame. However, I did buy this frame. It's a custom frame from Art to Frame. If you are ever in the market for like an oddly sized frame or you want an oddly sized mat and you don't want to pay a boatload of money, this frame was $45 with the mat.
Custom sized.
Mm-hmm. With the mat and with museum glass. So.
And you may ask yourself, your husband's a woodworker. Why would you buy a frame?
Because he don't got time for that.
I can't make it cheaper.
That's true. You can't make it cheaper than $48. And this is just pine. It's not like...
Nope.
Now, once we get to Tennessee, this is something I do want to look into starting to do. But I think I'm crazy because I want to do so much stuff and I really can't... I don't have the bandwidth to do more things. Oh, I was trying not to glare it. See, it glares. Now it's going to glare from that side. But this chart is... So, it took me forever to frame this. I have been done this. When was Astra born?
2 years ago.
In 2021. But I put the wrong date on her birthday and was waiting forever and a day to fix it. And I finally fixed it. So now it says her right birth date. And we're going to be shipping that off to the UK so that her parents can hang it before she turns 30.
That'd be good.
She'll get it before she turns 5, so that's good, right? But so yes, the chart is called Now We Have Everything. It's from Cherry Hill Stitchery. I got it as a PDF, I think, from their Etsy shop. I changed the colors like I always do because I change it to whatever I have available, but I think it'll suit Astrid very well. And I used, this is a 28 count Be Stitch Me fabric called Through the, no, it's not Through the Stones. I can't remember what the name of the fabric is, but it's got, you can't really see on camera, but it's got like a peachy, what did you do?
I didn't. I've been sitting here and we got a little pop-up thumbs down.
Well, hopefully that doesn't show up, but if it does, we'll just deal with it. It'll be kind of funny.
Somebody didn't like the fact that you didn't know what that fabric was.
Okay, well, it's got like a peachy and blue, like kind of like a sky thing going, right? You can see a little peach in there.
Yeah, it's sort of like a
lightly
winter sky.
Yeah, that's a good explanation for it.
Wispy clouds.
Yeah. So those are my FFOs, my fabulously finished projects. Now I also have 2 finishes that I finished in October. First is this is, see, I kept everything in the bag. This is here, you want to hold that up?
Sure.
That's Gobble from Bent. This is Gobble from Bent Creek. Lord help me, because I don't know what this fabric is either, because I started this in 2021 as well. Look at that little turkey. He's so cute. So, I just wanted to get some fall Thanksgiving stitching done. I do like this fabric, though. I don't have the name of all of those need to be put away. So, yeah. The pumpkins on this one, they're a little bit darker because I didn't have the colors that were called for. So. But we know me. I always change the fabric. Or I always change the color. I change everything.
Everything.
All the colors anyway. I don't really deviate too much from the chart. Other than the colors. Like, I don't like my good friend Janelle from Coffee, Wine, and Stitching Time. She will take pieces from one chart and pieces from another chart and kind of like Frankenstein a new chart out of it. I haven't been that brave yet. Like, I'll pull one thing out of a chart and then just stitch one thing, but... Then I finished Merry Halloween. If you guys recall, I bought this when I went to Colorado Cross Stitcher. And, I just wanted to do it. It's very prim, which usually isn't my style, isn't my jam. My intention at first was to stitch this 1/1, and that didn't happen. So this is 36 count Antique Harvest, I think is the fabric. I think it's a Witchell. Who knows? You know me. We never know. Never know what the fabric is. I don't have it. I bought it there.
So you don't use one of your project cards and write all that down?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't.
We can say you started it before you had project cards.
Yeah. I mean, I have project cards in the shop. And look, I have one right here for something else that I started. Because this is my new version of the project cards, which I realized I forgot to put a start date on there. So I had to redo them again. But that's okay. So I did my own color conversion with the help of my friends Lynn and Athena when we were at Colorado Cross Stitcher. But this little one is done. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet.
Could be another pumpkin.
It's another pumpkin.
Flat pumpkin.
Well, it could go on your pumpkin, maybe.
Could go on my pumpkin.
Maybe not.
Pumpkin.
I don't know. Let me see. I think it's too big. I think it's too buku. I can't.
Yeah, I think it's too big.
Too big.
You wouldn't have any pumpkin left.
I wouldn't have any pumpkin left, and what would the point of that be then? We'll put that in there. So those are my finishes. And then, of course, I did a bunch of stitching. So, you know, I've been doing this 1 hour a day thing with some things, and now I'm over it. I don't want to do it anymore because I'm a sweewee. I stitch what I want when I want. But I did work on my Celtic Autumn from Lavender and Lace. Here, you can hold that up while I hold this up. Oh, and look, I did have a card for this one. These aren't my cards, but it's a different one. So this is on 28 count Honey Lugana, but don't ask me who the dyer is. I think it's Be Stitch Me. But, guys, look how far along I came in that 1 month. So if you remember, I can't. Oh, there we go. If you remember, because I can see through the fabric.
Oh.
If you remember last time, I only had like a little tiny bit of her hair. Like I had all this done and I had this done and a little tiny bit of her hair. But look at how much.
Didn't you have to pull like her whole hair out? Once?
I did.
Yeah.
I had her hair like down to there, done, and then I had to pull it all out. But that's how far along I've gotten in a month. But in the last 2 weeks, I stopped working on her because I was getting bored. So, she's going to go away for a while. She's going to go in timeout. I'm not going to work on her in December and November because I just don't feel like it.
We have a lot going on in both, so...
I mean, we do, but it's not like I still don't stitch every night. I still stitch every night because it's my way of unwinding, right?
And we'll have a long car drive. You can stitch in that too.
Well, we'll get to that in plans because I have other ideas for the car ride. I also pulled out... So, I've been really good with not... Well, I'm going to say I've been really good with not starting new things, but I have started a few new things. But I've been trying to pull from my whips, which my whips are on the side of my stitchy spot and in front of my stitchy spot. I have two. So I pulled out so we don't have too much of a glare. You can hold that up. Christmas, I think, what do they call? Christmas cheer pin pillows. This was a kit from Evertotes, and I got this 2 summers ago, maybe. Now, and I had this one done. So this is on a, I want to say this is an 18 count opalescent Aida. So it's got shiny stuff on it.
That looks really stiff.
It's a little crunchy, but I think that's because it's opalescent, but it's also because it's not dyed. So this is like straight off the line, straight off the manufacturers. Well, you rarely ever wash the fabric. So I finished this one a while ago, and I was a quarter of the way done this one. So I finished that one, which poor fabric choice on my end because you can't really see the white stitches. But you can see all the stitches in this one, just not in this one. And then I started another one up there. Because you know me, I just turn the fabric around until I'm done doing stuff. So that means I finished that little bell one. This one. And then I'm starting to work on, I think it's this one.
Interestingly, you can't see their white in that one either.
Yeah, you can.
Not really.
Barely, sort of. But you can. It's not stitched on a white fabric. Like, this is white fabric.
Right.
And this is using... it was an Evertotes kit. And so it's using Leo and Roxy flosses. Not every single thing, but there were 3 Leo and Roxy flosses. That is a nice red.
I feel that like is a cardinal Leo and Roxy would be cool to hang out with.
Right? They're Canadian, of course. They'd be cool to hang out with.
Makes sense.
And it came as a kit in this cute Evertotes bag. I love that fabric. And this is a different style bag. I'm getting away from vinyl front bags. I don't like them anymore. I don't like them because the vinyl front bags, your project, if they're printed like this, gets stuck to it.
But then you can also see what's inside.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, I know what's inside of them already.
You have like 50 of them.
I bet you I know what's inside of them. Like I knew this was in here because usually they're coordinated with...
She's lying.
I am not lying. You know what? We should play a game the next time, and we should bring.
She knows what's in them because they're vinyl front.
Not all of my ones out there are in vinyl front pegs. So
many.
So I think next video we should bring in my whip tote when we'll do a whip parade, and as we're doing the whip parade, you'll have to pull them out, and you'll have to see if I know what's inside the bags.
Okay, deal.
Okay, deal.
Bet.
Bet.
To use the kids' words.
Is that what the kids' words is bet?
Yeah.
Okay. Last but not least, I'm still putting in, I still got to do work on, why is it every time I pull it out and it's upside down? You know why? Because this is right side up, which is the key. So, I'm working on these quadrant pieces for the retreat. This was the Beach, Sea, and Cross Stitch from Fairy Wool in the Wood. This is an exclusive chart made for the retreat. And I'm currently working on that quadrant. So, here, you can do that if you want.
Need to do my job.
Yeah, do your job, damn it. So, I finished stitching everything. I just need to do the border now. Actually, I need to do the border and the fringy bit that's up here. And then I'll need to do this one. And then I'm going to do one more, like a duplicate, because I've already finished the other two. But these are what's going to be used for the flat fold tutorial at the retreat. So I have to at least do one as a flat fold. And then I'll have, because I think I only want to do 4 sessions. So hopefully not everybody at the retreat. So we do 4 sessions. I think if we do 4 sessions, it would probably be manageable. But we'll see. If we have to do more, we'll have to do more.
We'll wing it.
So that is all my stitching. That's all the stitching I did this last month. It's a lot. Because I did get a lot of finishing done too. Okay. Plans. I have some plans. So I am doing WhipGo for those of you who don't know what WhipGo is. It's bingo for your whips. So here's my WhipGo board. Jessie of Jessie Marie does stuff on FlossTube and Facebook, and WhipGo Official on Instagram calls numbers at the beginning of each month, and this month she called 4 and 8. 4 was, or 3 and 8. So 3 was We Santa 2023, which I already finished stitching. So, yay me. I finished that months ago. I didn't bring it in here because I already showed it. But the other WhipGo call is February 9 patch from Primrose Cottage Stitches. So I'll have to get that. That will take me one night. They're so small. Super simple, super easy. And that'll be that. The other thing I wanted to talk about is, where is she? Or where is it? This little beauty, which I just got in the mail today. This little beauty has been like in fuego on the internets, on the socials. So I saw this, thought it was super cute. Jenny of the Bougie Stitcher saw it. She's like, we need to Sal this. So guess what? Sal, stitch along, start along. I call them start alongs because Lord knows I never stitch along with anybody else. I just start it with everybody. So we will be starting a start along / stitch along on December 1st. If you haven't pre-ordered these or pre-ordered this chart, it's now in the shop if you want to go ahead and order it. I'll put a link down below directly to this chart. We will be starting, like I said, we will be starting the stitch along on December 1st. That's what I said, right? With the hashtag CGT, which is cotton. You know what? I did that again. It should not be CGT. It should be CGS. Cottage Garden Samplings. You know, we have Cottage Garden Samplings, which is the designer of this, and then we have CGT, which is Cottage Garden Threads. 2 different companies, 2 different everything. CGS Christmas Parade Sal. But look at how cute that is.
Maybe we can use the thread from the other one.
I might.
Then you only need one hashtag.
Well, no, you'd still need 2 because one would be CGS and one would be CGT.
Just combine CGS /
or
T.
just CG. Cottage Garden, right? Cottage Garden, like, must be a really big thing over in Asia because, or that area of the world, because Cottage Garden Threads is from Australia. And Cottage Garden Samplings, who is the designer? I can't recall what her name is, but I know she is in that part of the world, in Asia somewhere. Don't yell at me. Or put it in the comments. I want to say it's Gwen, but that's not Gwen. Gwen is Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers, and I believe Gwen is Vietnamese, and she's in Philly. So...
But that's the one we got a ton of the pre-orders for, right?
This chart, yes, we got a ton of pre-orders for, so I know plenty of you have jumped on this bandwagon to start this on December 1st. I can already tell you I'm going to change the colors. I'm going to change Santa's colors. I don't like the color of the stars in his suit. I don't think his suit is red enough for me.
I don't even know if he needs stars.
That's true. Well, that's a big block of red.
You know what would look really good?
What?
The filigree. On
oh, yeah. Now you want me to redesign the chart.
You know, maybe your friend that does the mishmash of charts can do that.
Janelle?
Yeah.
Or I could put, like, one of these motifs on his... Now you got me thinking now, babe.
There you go.
He's evil, y'all.
Nope.
He's
I just think a lot.
So... This is on my plan for December 1st, which hopefully, we won't be... Well, we probably won't have a video on December 1st. It'll probably be after the 5th. Next month. Because you're going to go home and then Danny has his baseball. But we'll get to that. Also, for plans... Christmas stitching. So I've already started doing some Christmas stitching because I'm participating in 2 exchanges. One of which is My Smalls Exchange that I host on Facebook. Because, you yell at me all the time. Like, why do you keep doing that? Why do you keep
punishment?
Why do you keep hosting these things when people don't follow through with what they're supposed to do? And I'm like, because people like it. Because the people who do follow through like it and enjoy it.
Because y'all are sharers. Most of you. Some of you sign up and don't share, but you accept. So you're takers.
You're takers. And then I'm also participating in the exchange with the International Stitchers group Facebook group hosted by Angie, the Tiny House Stitcher. Angie Perry, who is from California, who I met at StitchCon 2 years ago, I think it is now. But I wanted to participate that, hoping that I would get somebody international. But, I mean, the person that I'm stitching for is not international, but maybe who's stitching for me is international.
Who
knows? I was, you know me, always hoping to get someone from Ireland to stitch for me. Actually, if they would crochet for me or knit for me, that would be even... Because I don't know.
Stereotypical up in there. They're all shearing their own sheeps and making...
I did not say that they're shearing sheeps, but merino wool is... Where's merino wool from? Ireland, or is that from Italy? And then they just make the sweaters in Ireland.
I don't know. I was just going stereotypes, that's all.
They're your people. I mean, you still have people who live there.
I know.
And I think that's it. And I have to keep going with the Beach Sea and cross stitch. So that's my plans. Should we talk about the shop?
Sure.
So this is part of the shop. So this is in the shop now. It's already loaded up. So if you want to get this chart, you can head on over there and get it. I'll put a link down below. If you weren't aware, I have partnered up with Athena from Stitching Goddess Designs to, she's curated this, her Harry Potter fascination. She is a Harry Potter connoisseur. Is that even a thing? Like, you can't be a connoisseur of that. Like, connoisseurs like food and wine, right?
She's a fangirl?
She's definitely a fangirl or fandom. But if you've been following her for like 2 years now, she's been doing this Harry Potter thread packs where she goes to her local L&S and she comes up with a palette based off of a Harry Potter theme or house or this or that. She asked me if I'd be willing to put some sets together based off of that. So, I mean, we're not having these specially dyed or anything. These are just specially curated by Athena. So this is November's thread pack. They are $12.75 in the shop. And this is inspired by the Ravenclaw house. So you'll get 5 threads inspired by Ravenclaw. It's 3 classic color works and 2 gentle arts. So this is kind of a good way to build up your stash of
Does the fun
fancy
little rhinestone-y thing come with it?
Yes, I am.
It's a win. Right there, it's a win.
I include the fancy rhinestone-y thing, and then so it comes. I'm gonna make a lot of noise because it comes in a little pack like this. In this little pack, and it tells you all of the colors and who the dyer is, and so you can either subscribe for an auto ship, or after the auto ships are all sent out, whatever I have left over gets listed up on the shop. So you can get these packs now, because we still have a few available. And then December, at her last floss tube of the month, Athena will announce the next month's pack. So at her last Wednesday of November, which is usually when she loads her floss tube, the last is on Wednesday. She will tell you what the floss pack of the month is for December. And then it'll be in the shop. Well, after I ship out all the pre-orders or subscribers. We still have a few October Fabulously finish kits available. And I am really slacking because usually by now I already have the December one like piled up in here. But I have to curate the December December kit.
Right around
they don't ship until the 15th, so I have some ideas. I just have to execute on those ideas. If you're here, you should know, if you subscribe actually to the channel, you'll know that I post a weekly update now on Thursdays around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It gets or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The weekly shop update gets posted, and that will tell you all of the new items that have come into the shop this week. If you didn't know, we carry fabric, floss, kits, accoutrement, handmade stuff from Brian. Every once in a while, if we find some really good antiques, we'll post those up. Stuff that I make gets posted up, but I haven't really made anything in a while because I am at my capacity right now. This room is really, the problem is this room is at its capacity. This house is at its capacity. I feel bad because the other night Brian was trying to help me pack orders, and I have to I just know where stuff is. There's no rhyme or reason to where the fabric is, where the flosses are. Now, the charts are fine.
Charts are alphabetical, but they are not easy.
No, because all 4 of my, or however many, I have 3 filing cabinets.
4.
Well, that one's 1.
That's tall.
Yeah.
So 3, but the equivalent of 4.
Yeah. So I have about 4 file cabinets full of charts. And then I have fabric in bags on the floor.
Tucked away.
Floss all over the place. In whatever spot that I can keep it. Like this. Oh, sorry, babe. This is my personal stash. This floss. This is not stock. Don't yell at me. It's mostly DMC. It's mostly DMC, which I don't even use anymore. I usually use just a fancy floss. But that DMC has been up there a long time. It's good for if I have to substitute something that I don't have. So yes, we are outgrowing this space mighty rapidly. And there's still things that I would love to carry, but we don't have the space to carry them.
We quite literally add things every week.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So the weekly updates are short because there's not a ton every week, but there is definitely several charts that get added, sometimes floss.
Well, and we're now carrying Cottage Garden threads, which I am getting monthly shipments from them. So every month there will be new Cottage Garden threads in there. So if you don't know about Cottage Garden threads, they are an Australian company who do amazing, really vibrant dye. And their thread is really cool because you don't have to take it off the... I don't have one just laying around. You don't have to take it off the product. Actually, if you go back there on my stash, on the bottom row, second one in from the... No, second one in from the... Yep, those. If you pull them. Thank you, babe. Okay, so these are Cottage Garden threads. This is my own personal stash. But what's cool about Cottage Garden threads is that they have come up with this complete... I don't know if it's patented or not. But you don't have to unwind these. Like, on the back, it gives you directions on how you can pull a length of floss out of the skein without having to cut it, unroll it, do all the things with it.
They're not eliminating our winders, are they? Don't buy his stuff. Just kidding.
but look at that color. That's really cool. Now, I don't have this one. Jacaranda. But yeah. These are really cool. The threads are really cool. But yes. So we do have those in the shop now. Cottage Garden threads. And I'm excited because the one that's coming for December is all hues of blue. Jenny Alley of Bougie Sisters. Your favorite color is blue. You're going to love the blues. And so what I do is I curate like a monthly pack of all of the colors that come in at once, or you can buy them individually. You can buy the whole pack, or you can buy piecemeal. I think that's it for Shop Talk. Do you have Shop Talk?
I have a little bit.
Okay.
So I have been working mostly on inventory. So I've been really quiet on social media because it's not exciting. I'm taking the bits and pieces of wood that I have that I can't use for bigger things and turning them into winders. So for the retreat, there will be solid color winders. There'll be our traditional 3-color winder with the purple heart. There'll be some of our 2-color winders with the candy cane, we called it, which is the red wood, the blood wood with maple.
I love that one.
Yeah, it's really cool.
People, when they see it in person, are like, that's so pretty. It doesn't translate. Everything that we do, like even stitching, does not translate via photo or video.
No,
very well.
It doesn't. Like the colors within the red, it actually has what almost looks like a candy built into it, like a paint color for apple. A car.
Yeah.
And it changes colors when you move it. Like, it's really glittery and cool looking. But it's natural wood. I don't stain anything. So it's just the way it came from the tree in South America, maybe, or Africa. I don't know. It's an exotic. I got good feedback on my acorns, and I had some Padauk, which happens to be orange wood, laying around. So I made a stack of Padauk pumpkins. This is not stained. This is the color of that wood.
Yeah.
It is orange as orange gets, and it comes with a lovely little stand, orange Padauk stand that it sits in. These will right now they're on the shop, but not the orange ones.
I don't know if we... Here's the thing. I don't think I put what species of wood I think I put. Could be any one of these species of woods.
You might get an orange pumpkin. You might get a brown pumpkin.
Or I might have taken them down because we were trying to focus on retreat inventory.
Yeah. So I haven't done any more mosaics. But I have some ideas, and Athena also sent us an idea.
Yeah, I'll pull that up. For
a calendar that she wants. I've always wanted to make washboard, the old antique looking washboards,
Oh, I have to
yeah,
turn the thing way down, right? I got to turn the light way down.
That may not work so good. But I've always wanted to make one of the antique looking washboards, but instead of it being corrugated metal, just do a flat sheet of metal, and then the top of it, where is typically a company banner or the name of a soap company or whatever, I would just put a chalkboard in there where you could write on it whatever you wanted or leave it blank or whatever you might want to do. If I can find a way to somewhat mass produce those, that's my next thing that I want to conquer.
Here we go.
There's the calendar.
So not exactly like that, but we would make a spot to put a finished piece, and then we can either do the number. Like, Athena doesn't want us to do the numbers; she just wants the blocks, because she wants to do the numbers herself with her Cricut machine. But we have a Cricut machine too, so we could do the blocks too. But we're gonna look into doing something like this, possibly with the washboard, right? Mm-hmm. Or even just all wood.
Or just all wood.
However, that is not going to be coming until... That might not be until this time next year, honestly.
Maybe.
Because we are still trying to figure out logistically if we're going to have to close the shop for a certain amount of time during our pending move. So this is why Brian is trying to get as much inventory done, not only for the retreat, but for our impending move.
Yeah. I'll pull the curtain back a little bit. I work out of our 2-car garage, which is attached to the front of our house. So it makes a lot of dust and a lot of noise, and we're in a residential neighborhood. So
Deed restriction. So nothing can be visible from the outside. It all has to be self-contained, and for the most part, I work behind closed doors because I don't want to annoy our neighbors with a bunch of noise. And I'm often out there later in the evening because we have 9 to 5 jobs and all that good stuff. So when we go to move, I'm probably going to have to stop making dust, which means I'm going to have to put this house on the market, and having a full-on wood shop in the garage probably won't be good for resale.
No, there's PVC pipes hanging around for dust collection and all kinds of stuff, and your average homeowner isn't going to want that in their garage, and it's going to be tough for them to visualize how they're going to be able to put their cars in there. So I'm probably going to need to shut down for a while. So what I'm planning on and hoping to do is build up as much inventory of our standard pieces as possible. And then if a custom order comes through, I might be able to find a way or a space to do that. But for the most part, it's going to be shut down.
Probably for a good period of time too.
Then the houses we're looking at up in Tennessee are not new. I prefer old homes over new homes, and when I say old, 100 years old or close to, or older. I would go back into the 1800s if I could.
It's a farmhouse.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to need to build a shop. I'm going to need to, make a wood shop out of nothing, which takes weeks. Whatever repairs need to be done to the house, or upgrades or whatever, including kitchens and bathrooms and all that stuff. I have a little problem that I have a hard time controlling. I know how to do these things. I can do these things, but the question is, should I do these things?
Well, you can do them. It's just how long do we want to live in a construction zone? You're one person. If we hire a crew, it gets done a lot faster.
My problem with crews is then I go around and redo what they just did.
Well, we just blue tape everything, and then we tell them to come back, and we get what we pay for.
Yep. So either way, that's the conundrum that we have, is we're going to need to shut down and dismantle the shop, up to and possibly including putting my equipment in storage, which would be terrible. But it needs to be a garage again for us to sell the house.
Right.
And a clean garage. It can't be covered in an inch of dust, which it is now.
And then that also poses the question as to replenishing inventory here. How much do we want to move? You know who I need to talk to about this? Gary and Ronnie. Because they moved from South Florida to Alabama.
Yeah.
So I might have to ask Gary and Ronnie, like, how did they do it?
Yeah. What I don't want to do is shut down the shop.
Yeah.
You know, we have some pretty faithful followers that buy from us consistently, and I don't want to give them a reason to run away and go elsewhere, because quite honestly, there is elsewhere to go.
Right.
We're not exclusive in many of the products that we sell, so we, you know, try and have a good customer experience and do all the things that we would want to buy from somebody that was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we're at, and that's just some behind the scenes real life stuff.
Yeah, we kind of like melded some things. But back to more shop information. Retreat. There's not much retreat updates going on. We have sold about 95 tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like we keep saying, our max capacity is pretty much as we want, but I want 100. He wants a 125. He wants to max out. I mean, it's always good to max out. I just don't want to overwhelm myself. But we have enough stuff, enough goodie bags and door prizes and all that kind of stuff to support a attendee list of 125.
Yep.
Some important notes about the retreat, though. If you have already bought your ticket, please know that the last day, this is counterintuitive to what we're saying, but I just want to make people aware that the last day that you can make a cancellation is November 24th. If you do not cancel before November 24th, your ticket is non-refundable because we've already had to pay for the event space by this time. That's why you can't get your money back, because we had to pay for stuff. So, if for some reason you think that you're not going to go, please send me an email so that we can refund your registration fee before the 24th. There are no exceptions to this rule.
Sadly, no.
No.
But there are people signing up. Still?
Yeah.
We still do have space. We are accepting up to 125. Mm-hmm. That's our comfortability cap. We don't want to go above that because we don't have a whole lot of staff to be helping us. We have some, but not a whole lot. And we want to give you a good experience. So we don't want to cram the room with 300 people or anything like that. We want it to be comfortable and fun.
Mm-hmm. And we will be having a smalls exchange, I'm not calling it a brag table. No, I can't remember show and tell table and a pass a stash table. So we'll have all that stuff there. And I know that there's a lot of locals that I think are driving in. So
there could be a lot
of stuff coming that we're unaware of, which sadly, if we leave with a lot of stuff, because people will just leave it there and then it's our responsibility to take it. So that's a scary thought. But at the same time, a lot of times those things get picked over and then whatever's left is really garbage, to be honest.
Something nobody wants.
We will be having the flat fold finishing tutorial. I have coerced isn't probably the right word, but I've asked Athena to be like our social media coordinator at the event, which is basically just her taking photos and posting them on social media, because I don't know that either one of us will have time to do that. And she does it anyway. She's very good at, when she goes to retreats, at taking videos and taking pictures. I am horrible at it. Horrible. I usually just steal the pictures or have somebody else airdrop me the photos.
Well, I'm better at taking pictures and stuff, but I'm probably going to be busy.
Yes, but we will have a place available for photo opportunities if you want to stand with your table mates or your friends or whomever you end up with. If you want to take photos with Emily of Emily Call Stitching, she is our guest designer. She sent me the full chart for the exclusive. I know, I didn't show it to you. I only showed it to me. It is adorable. If you know anything about Emily, you know that her stuff is just the cutest. And I'm super excited for her. It's kind of like a coming out party for her. I mean, she's been on the scene for a while, but I still don't think many people know about her. But if you do know about her, you love her stuff. And if you love her stuff, you love her stuff. Like, everybody's has their own taste. She's not particularly prim. She's very colorful and cute. And I keep telling her that I would buy a line of greeting cards from her because she is an artist first and then a cross-stitcher second, I guess. Okay. Racks. We have racks from last month, our random acts of kindness. So last month we were passing this along, this random act of kindness, to a lucky viewer. This is Esmeralda's Blackbirds. And the winner of this, I'm not supposed to say winner.
The recipient.
The recipient of this is Amy Raffa. Stitches by Amy. Amy, I already tagged you in last month's video, and you did the right thing and filled out the Google form for Random Act of Kindness. So I will get this out to, shipping day is tomorrow, so this will go out tomorrow in the mail. So, this month's Random Act of Kindness is a twofold. So this is Tree Lot and Père Noël from Hands On Design. If you participated in the Jingle Ball last year, these were two of the exclusive designs from last year's Jingle Ball, which are now available in the shop and available for sale. So they hold them for a year. That's usually how exclusives work. But now these are available. So if you would like to receive a random act of stitchy kindness, in the comments you need to answer the following question. Do you put up a live tree or an artificial tree for Christmas?
What if they do one of each?
Well, they can say that.
Okay.
Because the secret word is tree. Secret word is tree. T-R-E-E. So if you would like to receive a random act of kindness, please answer that question using the word tree, of course. And do you put up a live tree or an artificial tree for Christmas if you celebrate? If you don't celebrate,
that's cool.
What would you have preferred? A live tree or an artificial tree?
Or just put in there that we don't do a tree.
Or yeah, we don't do a tree. Just use the word tree, people. So when we lived up north, we did a live tree. Mm-hmm. Well, not a live tree, a real tree.
Real tree.
Because it's not a, well,
it's still alive for a little while.
Sort of. Right? Halfway alive. Resuscitated for a while. Let's say that.
On life support.
And then the first year we were here, we got a tree. A live tree. And
terrible.
It was horrible.
Southern trees are not the same as Northeast trees.
No.
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 The needles fell off nearly immediately.
And it didn't smell.
No, it was a bit of a Charlie Brown tree. It just.
You know what it was? Your parents bought us the tree because they were here a little bit the first year.
Yeah, it was right after we bought the house. But it was, and it was expensive, and it came from a fancy neighborhood, and it was
they trucked them in from Georgia, I think.
Yeah, it was from.
It's a scrub pine. Let's be real. It wasn't even like a real pine tree.
No.
Like I want a blue spruce, or what's the other one? But I wonder in Tennessee if we're going to get a real tree. Well, probably not if we keep going. So we go back to Pennsylvania every Christmas. Brian has told me for the last 18 years that eventually we're going to have to stop, but it hasn't happened yet.
It's a really long drive.
Yeah, but once we move to Tennessee, it's half the time.
Right.
So, if you would like to receive the random act of kindness, you must be 18. Do not use any buzzwords like win, prize, giveaway, because we don't want to attract trolls and bots to our channel. Not that our channel has 10,000 viewers and are attracting those things anyway, but you never know.
Unless you like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah. Right?
There's my cheesy plug.
I'm having Athena. I asked Athena to start making a shirt that says hit the like, subscribe, and do all the things, because that's usually what we say at the end of our videos. If for some reason you get to be the recipient of a random act of kindness and your package gets lost in the mail, we are not responsible. Please remember that this is a giveaway and
not a contest. It's a giveaway.
Well, it's not. You're not purchasing anything.
Right.
So if it gets lost in the mail, it gets lost in the mail.
Doesn't happen often.
No. Let's go through my goodie bag. So I have my goodie bag down here. So this is all of the stuff I either won, bought, or was Stitchy kindness. So I went to the Stitch New England retreat where we got lots of Stitchy goodies. Like, I don't think you want me to go through everything. And if you've watched any recap videos, they'll probably be in there. So we got this wicked awesome stitching. I think this was designed by Helen Daly. It was. Helen was amazing. Like, Pam had the most amazing crew of people helping out. And Helen also designed this chart for the retreat too. So we all got this. How cute is that? You know, Helen and her berries. This was the program. I bought this bag because I thought it was cute. And this is from... Who makes these? Who makes these bags? Bloomy and Pie. Project bag for cross-stitching, knitting, and various handcrafts. And it's got this little tag you can put with your mini project cards. But I thought that was cute. This, my lovely table mate, Tara, the 805 Stitcher, she made everybody at our table a bag.
Very nice.
Yeah. So we just got super lucky and she decided to sit with us, so we all got a bag. So this is a New England project bag. This was made by the lovely and gorgeous Tracy Baker. At first I thought it was Santa's, but then I realized he's like a ship captain dude. But he kind of looks like a Captain Santa. So that was a gift from Tracy. Then I won a raffle prize that had all this gorgeous stuff in it.
She did unzip it for you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So it had this project bag. It had another, it was in like this really cute wire bin, but I gave that to one of my table mates because I wasn't going to be able to fit it in my suitcase and she was driving. So this is a little notions pouch. And then it came with, stinker, all of these charts. So it came with this Cricut collection chart, this Autumn Rules chart. Oh, by the way, Autumn Rules. Someone had asked us in our last video if Brian could make boards for these rules charts, and yes, he can. Just send us an email with what you want, because you need to give us the dimensions, because if you're not using the called for fabric, the dimensions are going to be a little bit different.
And if you have a specific wood taste,
that you would like,
dark, light, it doesn't have to. You don't have to tell me it has to be walnut or maple.
Just dark or light,
or
orange or brown.
I won't lead you wrong.
Yeah. Also in that thing that I won was, so this was like a whole autumn basket. So Waxing Moon Designs. I love Waxing Moon Designs. They're little charts like this. I don't stitch them nearly enough. The Hands-On Design Autumn Basket. Plum Street Samplers Betsy's Autumn. And October House Fiber Arts, another one of my most favorite designers, Sweater Weather, which I'm kind of bummed. Like, I really wish I could have gone to the Sweater Weather retreat. Because it sounds like Colleen had a blast. Or did really well. I should text her and find out. What else is in there? Oh, yeah, we had people make us cool things. This is a little needle book. Connie of Count Twice, Stitch Once. Melina's mom and my table mate made these cute needle books. Like, she went all out on the needle book jam. And then she made these pins too. How cute are those? So I got 2 eyeballs and a skull. And I don't know if she gave me this or someone else did. Let me know, Connie. Connie's been like on a whirlwind vacation. She's been on vacation since like October 1st.
Connie's my hero.
Well, I say vacation, but she's been traveling since October 1st. She's retired. Her and her husband are retired. And of course, if you're if you're in Stitch New, if you're at Stitch New England, whatever. I had to go to Pam's shop, Stitch New England. Now, I didn't buy all these because Athena bought me some of these for our Halloween exchange, but I didn't have anything Halloween, so she wanted to buy me a piece of fabric, but I wanted a whole yard, so I wasn't going to make her buy a whole yard of fabric. So she bought me these instead. So, oh, I forgot these because these are good because I'm doing the ornaments right now. So I found these from Leela Studio. This one and this one. And the Christmas alphabet from Scarlet House. I thought that was cute. And then I saw someone stitching this Fall Blessings crow, and then I had to buy it. I should just get these in the shop. If you want these in the shop, let me know. So these are, what is it, Season's Blessings.
Didn't you just say in the last video you don't like stitching birds?
I don't like stitching birds, but I like that crow. And I'm a sucker for a cardinal at Christmas time, though, because that's significant meaning.
Okay, so we don't like stitching birds except for significantly important birds.
Well, and if the chart's really cute, but in general, no. Like this is cute, but I wouldn't stitch it. This has birds on it. I'm not. I think the chart is really, really cute, but would I put it up in my house? Probably not.
But you all
But would I put
understand
one of
why I'm
these?
confused,
Yes,
right?
I understand why you're confused. But one of these, and I would probably take out the word. I probably would take the words out and not put the thing around it. I would just do. Actually, I wouldn't even do this cardinal because I don't like the basket. But I like this, so that's why I wanted it. Mm-hmm. And then I got this 32 count yard of chocolate milk. And there's a lot of things that call for chocolate milk. Is this yes, this is Fabrics by Stephanie. So if you ordered any of the Snowman Collector series from Cottage Garden Samplings, most of those charts are stitched on this fabric in the models. So, and to me, that doesn't look like chocolate milk. I mean, sort of, but I like more chocolate in my chocolate milk than that. Wouldn't you say?
That's the diet version.
And then I got the threads because my plan was to start that crow when I was there, but then I just didn't. Oh, and you know what? I forgot something else that I was stitching on. Oh well, I'll show it to you next time. Because I put it away. Huh?
They won't know unless you tell them.
I know, but
just saying.
I got my October threads from Color and Cotton. I'm getting the brights, and they are bright, my friend. Then I got, this is in the shop. This is Heart and Hand Perfect Pumpkins. I also got the button packs. They just came in, so I'm going to add the button packs to the chart. You can get it with or without the button pack. And actually, I think the listing already has that. Then this was in... this is probably going to go on past the stash table because this was in a Black Needle Society box, and I don't really care for it. I don't care for the chart.
It's a little dark.
Well, it's the Princess and the Frog. It was a fairy tale themed box, so not really my jam.
Okay.
So that'll probably go on a past the stash table. And then I have a few more. This is the first of a new series from Little House Needleworks and Classic Colorworks. So this is the seasonal sampler winter. She's going to come out with 3 more of these next year. This kit's available in the shop, so it's a kit. You get the Classic Colorworks threads and the chart. And you can get that in the shop. I liked it, so I got one for myself. I've wanted one of these Bent Creek pumpkin flower sampler. I had to get the buttons for that. I don't know if those were buttons or beads. I think they're buttons.
They look like buttons.
And I'm always a sucker for a primrose. I love fall most of all. I can't wait to be in Tennessee when we actually have fall because...
It's still 85 degrees outside
Yeah.
here.
The autumn quilt. I like these new little quilt pillows that they've been putting together. Christmas trees and stitching, please. You know why I love their charts? I mean, I can't show you the chart, but they're super easy to read. These are really, whoever their printer is
Yeah. Heavy cardstock.
freaking amazing. And whoever does their photography, I'm sure one of the girls does it because those girls are uber talented. They do so much stuff. But their charts are really simple to read, and they're usually really quick stitches. And they're just cute. So that's all I have from my goodie bag, right?
Yeah, there's a few other little...
Oh, but yeah, but
oddities
those
and
aren't...
stuff,
Yeah,
but
that's
okay.
stuff from people who just...
Yeah.
People who gave stuff to me.
Yep.
Which is nice. Don't get me wrong. It's nice that people give things to you.
We like stuff.
So personal stuff. We're going on to personal corner, which I think Danny wants to come in and do his own personal corner. So we'll do that when you and I are done.
Okay.
I went to Stitch New England.
Yeah.
I started my new job.
Yeah.
Did we even know if I had a new... We didn't know that I had a new job at the end of the last video.
No.
So I got a new job. Working for one of the largest tax and consulting firms in the world as a credit analyst. And that's all I'll say about it.
Yeah.
I'm still learning. So I'm only my second weekend. No, I'm into week 3 now. So I'll get my first paycheck this week. Yay. And we have insurance again.
Yeah.
Yay. Because I wasn't going to pay the $5,000 it was for Cobra.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
So yes, I started my new job. So far I love the company. Everybody's been super helpful, super great. They're very much, one of their core values is people first. So they're definitely into their people.
Their onboarding was incredibly smooth too.
Yes, the onboarding was super smooth, super together. Like, yeah, bing, bang, boom. And it was done. So super excited about the job. Not necessarily the pay that I wanted to be at, but there's a lot of other things that make it worthwhile. So they have a good insurance plan. They have a fantastic flexible work hour plan. I work remotely, which was high on my list. And there's a lot of PTO. Not unlimited like my last job, but
Unlimited's not all it's cracked up to be. You don't end up using as much.
for me it was because I did. But
Well, yeah.
but one of the weirdest and best things that I thought was they have a winter shutdown between Christmas and New Year's, which is like unheard of for a tax firm. But notice that they're not having any shutdowns from February to May.
Yeah. No way.
And October and September through November, because October is the extension date. That's when the extension date ends for filing your taxes. But it's not just a tax firm. I mean, they do a lot of other things. That is like one little speck of what they do. So I'm super excited about that.
So am I.
Yeah, you are too. We are also getting ready for Daniel's birthday party. He's having a birthday party on Saturday.
It's going to be a good one. Lots of food.
Except I gotta clean.
Yeah, there's
Cleaning
clean.
is not my forte, people. If you haven't, I mean, look at that shit pile back there. I mean, there's shit everywhere. And guess what? This room is not getting cleaned. It's just our common areas, and so all of the other rooms are going to be
It is
shitful.
7:08 p.m. right now. We're going to be done this video soon, and we're going to clean until we're ready for bed.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, you're going to go out to the garage.
No, I'm not.
I cleaned a little bit this
We
afternoon.
need to do more.
But I can do more on Thursday.
It's not good. But either way, menu time. So he's going
menu
he
time.
has like half baseball, half school.
I think
Kids
it's
coming.
like 90% baseball.
Yeah. And because we limited him on the amount of participation we could have. So the kids are going to have a make your own pizza party because I like making pizza. It's fun. And I have a little Uni pizza oven that Stace got me for a gift one time.
Your birthday.
Yeah, so we're going to do that for the kids, but there's adults there too, and typically adults are not considered for food at kids' birthday parties, but they are at one that I host. So we're going to do pulled pork, ribs, and cheese steaks.
Oh, we're doing ribs?
I want ribs, so I'm doing ribs.
And
it
mac
cooks at
and
the same
cheese.
time, and mac and cheese,
And cheesesteaks.
and cheesesteaks for those that want it. So we're going to have the pizza oven running, the smoker running, and the Blackstone grill
He's
going.
crazy. He's like his mother. You would think with that you grew up in an Italian family, because we're gonna be eating food for 2 weeks afterwards.
But we're not doing gift bags, so they can bring home doggy bags.
True. No, yeah. I have to make 2 cakes. We decided, right?
Yeah, kids eat cake.
Yeah. No ice cream.
No blowing out of candles, though.
No blowing out of candles. No. And we're gonna do like minute to win it games.
Yeah.
Like
And blitz ball in the side yard.
flip cup.
Flip cup. Yeah.
The kid version.
All the things.
Flip cup. Water pong maybe. I don't know. I have to look. I bought this box that has like 237 backyard games or whatever that you can use like with plastic cups or whatever. So I'm sure we'll figure it out. Or they won't want to do any of that and they'll just play blitz ball in the backyard, in the side yard, and hit all the parents because, you know.
The parents will be inside anyway, sitting on the couch.
I don't think so.
And I don't know. Who knows?
And then we have to prep for the move. So we still have stuff to do in here.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the house, we have to do some painting. We have to
All new
replace some
floors.
floors. Because the goal is to put the house on the market at the end of March, right?
We'll see.
That's my
We
goal.
hope. But I'm not putting it on the market till I get everything done, and February is the retreat, so need to have everything out of the way for that long before February, so that way I can also get the floors done and the painting done and all the other things that you need
But
to
we're
do.
hiring help to get the floors done.
Maybe. We'll see.
Thought you were hiring.
We'll see. I don't know. Depends on cost. Has to be cost neutral.
Again, we have this argument all the time.
We do.
The cost of your time versus the cost of the labor of somebody else.
See, you're not the only one that has these conversations with your significant other. She does too.
Just like after this video is over, the cost of my labor is now going to be way up here because I don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I did some today.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm much better. I'm actually much better on a deadline than you are. I prefer to procrastinate until I can do it till the last minute, like things that I don't want to.
Now I understand your definition of do it better on a deadline than me, because I am get it done as soon as possible, so that way I don't go against.
No, I'm better with a deadline. Meaning I have a deadline of 3 p.m. Saturday afternoon, which means that I can do everything Friday night.
She'll be running around like a chicken with her head cut off at 2:59 p.m. on Saturday afternoon.
That's fine. It'll get done. It will get done. And if we pause for just a moment, Daniel wants to come in and do his segment.
He does. I'll go get him.
Okay. Hey.
So for those that don't know him, that's Danny.
Yummy.
Yeah, you. You have to look into the camera, though.
Yeah,
and
camera's
stop
right up here.
Fidgeting.
See it?
It's right there.
So we're going to talk a little bit about your baseball and your success this year.
Well,
at baseball.
you're doing your life update. Because
Right.
that's what we're doing. We're doing life updates.
Life
right
updates. So just everything in life that's going good right now. And I think baseball's probably going pretty good, right? What was your record in the regular season?
It was we had a 1-9 record.
So a 9-1. You won 9, you lost 1.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're in the finals, right?
Well, we're in the Postseason tournament.
postseason tournament. So in the regular season, what place did you come in?
First.
First. And
So that means that they got the first game off in the tournament. So they had a bye week.
yeah, so that was nice. All the other teams had to play one before we got into the tournament. And for those that don't know, I assistant coach Danny's baseball team. So not only are we constantly together here, but we're constantly together there too.
But he likes it, right? You like that Daddy coaches or no?
Yeah, I do.
So we had a tournament game the other day, and Danny came in. He played the role of closing pitcher a lot this season. He didn't open a whole lot of games, but he did close many, many games. So you pitched against the team. How many innings did you pitch?
Last game?
Yeah.
3.
3.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people you struck out?
I struck out 7 out of the 12.
Are we thinking? Go ahead. Keep talking. I'm just going to confirm your stats.
So either 7 or 8, I think, strikeouts out of 3 innings, which is fantastic.
Only gave up 2 that entire time.
2 runs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is it that you like most about baseball?
The way that we just work together to get better and win games.
Do you think your team all gets together really well and plays?
Yeah.
Obviously, right?
So, yeah, this game you pitched 3 innings. You pitched 70 pitches.
He's only allowed 75 a game, by
yes.
the way. So.
He struck out 8 batters. And that's all the stats I have.
Yeah. And I believe only 1 run was scored, which was great. So.
He struck out 8, 6 of which were looking. So that
Yeah,
means
they
the
didn't
kids
even
didn't
swing.
even swing the bat.
Yeah. Which means he knocked them right off their feet.
Only allowed 1 run.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we get, like, nowadays we get these fancy, can't see it,
but
get these fancy apps that tell him all of his stats. How many hits did you have?
How many hits did I have this season? Or that
No,
game?
in the
just
last
in the
game.
last game.
Last game.
So you had 3 at bats.
I didn't get a hit, but I did hit a little dribbler that I got out in first base.
But that's a hit. That's still a hit.
It is. I thought it was only.
It's not an
considered-
on base. It's not
I
an on
thought it
base.
was only considered a hit if you got on base.
Yeah.
No, because that got a run in. That was an RBI, I
It was
think.
an RBI. So, what else is going on in life? School's going well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you do on your report card?
Good.
Like, well, what's good?
Go into details.
You wanted to give this life update, dude. Like, how many A's did you get? Do you know?
I got.
What did you get in math?
I got A in math.
Uh-huh.
A in ELA, I believe. Writing was a C, but ELA and writing are different things.
Uh-huh. I think you got a B in ELA, a C in writing,
I got 2 A's though.
an A
Science and math.
and math.
Yeah.
And social studies.
And social studies, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he did really good. We're not having any behavioral problems at school this year, right?
Mhm.
You've matured a lot, you would say.
Yeah.
And what's going on this weekend?
My birthday party.
How old you turning?
I'm turning 10.
Are you sure you're not turning 15?
Not yet. So, anything else for your life update, or does that about do it?
That about does it.
Really? Are you going to play another game? So we won. So we're in the postseason tournament. How do you get eliminated from the postseason tournament?
You have to lose twice.
Do you think we're going to lose twice?
Probably not.
Do you think we're going to lose once?
Probably.
Probably.
We're probably gonna lose once, but then pull through against whatever team we face in the
So, you
finals.
like nail biters?
No, I just think we're gonna have a nail-biter. I don't like him.
And are you utterly devastated that the Phillies did not go to the World Series?
Not utterly devastated, but I'm not happy.
But you are happy that the Rangers beat the Diamondbacks.
Yes, definitely.
And then you didn't watch the football game with me the other night.
No, I did not.
But boy, oh boy, me and Daddy were on the edge of our seats watching that Eagles-Dallas game.
Didn't they lose?
No.
No, they won, but
They won by the skin of their teeth.
almost didn't.
They wanted to lose.
They tried. They tried to
But
lose.
now our beloved Eagles are 8-1.
Somehow.
Somehow. And poor Dallas Goddard broke his arm.
Broke his arm.
So we'll see where that lands us next week. Mm-hmm. So is that all, buddy, you think?
Yeah.
So you want to do the sign off with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we think that's it for now. But we hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the the thumbs up thing down there.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe, right, bub?
Yeah.
If you want to participate in the rack, be sure you fill out the Google Mail form, which will also be linked below. I also attempt to tag any other floss tubers or shops or people we may have talked about.
Mm-hmm.
And until next time, let's quit bitching.
Get stitching.
Bye!
Bye now.
Bye.